America suffers another knockout blow as luxury homes are being evaporated. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. I got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Buckle up, strap in, hold on to your hats and your glasses as we blow the lid off the U.S. economy and the U.S. housing market. Why, you ask? Well, of course, I'm going to tell you. Tied together, lose one, you lose the other, my friend. A vacuum that'll just take it along for the ride. If and when we lose the U.S. housing market, my friends, it's taken the economy along for the ride. Booms and busts. We've always had them throughout history, and every single time the housing market exhibits bubble behavior, they've popped 100% of the time. So anybody telling you zero crash risk here, friends, don't worry about it. Don't look over here. It's all rainbows and sunshine. Run for your financial life. They have financial gains in these markets. They have to cheerlead this out of self-preservation because they drank the stimulus Kool-Aid and based their cost of living on euphoric bubble income that is now gone. They are in desperation mode, my friend. So, whew. Insanity, this stuff, right? Insanity. Like, are we the only ones that are awake out here? Unfortunately, until you've had life experience, throw the playbook out the window. The data will not save you, my friends. You can get caught up in the tea leaves and the charts all day long. If you don't have experience to pull from, that's all you can do. I get it. Street smarts over book smarts, my friends. Experience will always outweigh it. So today we're going to get forward thinking, critical thinking, read between the lines, look between the cracks, examine the biggest housing bubble ever produced in world history with a zero organic growth, artificial growth, market manipulation due to manipulation of interest rates. Lockdowns just put fuel on that fire because we stifled inventory with, stay-at-home orders. There's no inventory. And we dropped rates. FOMO, upward pressure. And then how do we do that? Was this the stimulus measure? Stimulus program, stimulus measures, stimulus money. That's how we accomplished this biggest bubble in history. And now runaway inflation. That's how we got here, my friends. But one of the things that I found myself in as a licensed realtor in a euphoric Southern California market, a Wild West, an episode of The Twilight Zone, I was made, guess what? An essential worker. You're an essential worker. Oh, good. I'm essential. The gas station's essential. Home Depot's essential. And Scott Walters is essential. Go sell homes, Scott. We got to stimulate. We're going to kick the can way too far down the road. When this exhibits bubble behavior, we're not going to raise interest rates. And no, we're going to wait until it's a runaway train left the station, not coming back. A two-headed monster that's out of the cage with runaway inflation and a risen interest rate. Then we'll attempt to kind of, this might be, some people think this is all planned. This is some kind of orchestrated event. And it's starting to appear that, I've always said the truth is somewhere in the middle. But today we're going to jump over to a piece of real estate and a part of the country, courtesy of one of you, a subscriber. If you're new, subscribe right away. Never been a more important time in history to get centered and surrounded with like-minded people. One of the only channels on YouTube that probably does this, actually helps their subscribers, doesn't charge them to watch videos for calling it a course. Insanity. Insane. Sent one in, so we're going to go ahead because we love you guys, each and every single one of you. And if you need some love, just subscribe. You're going to get it here. We're going to jump over to a property in a part of America that's got some big, fat, ugly problems. And like I've always said, throw a dart at a metro map, you're going to hit one in big trouble right now. If your area is behaving really good, my area is fine, Scott. Well, buckle up and strap in. Some will be the last to get hit, the first to climb out, but everybody gets touched in a recession. Real estate's logo. All areas behave differently. It all will have its certain components that are going to contribute to what's going to happen for you, me, and everybody in America, if not globally, with the real estate market. So today, to drive our point home, courtesy of one of you, a subscriber, let's jump over to today's featured property. Then we're going to meet back here to wrap it up. Let's get started. Good afternoon, Mr. Walters. I so enjoy your channel on YouTube and couldn't resist sending you this listing for the El Paso, Texas area. This home is just down the street for me, and considering the interest rates and the terribly high price of this property, I couldn't resist sending this listing your way. At least it would be good for a laugh. Thanks for all you do. You're helping a lot of people. Warm regards. Well, thank you. Let's jump over to today's property. Buckle up and strap in. Hold on to your hats and glasses. Maybe even put on that face mask if you still have one. We're headed into El Paso, Texas. One thing's clear for sure. It's definitely not rainbows and sunshine. Now let's jump over to today's featured property. Buckle up, strap in, hold on to your hats and your glasses. Today's El Paso property appears to have gone sideways. Somebody bought this property thinking, oh, we're just going to remodel it, make it into an absolute dream home, maybe flip it for piles of cash. But unfortunately, the economy went sideways, and so did their local housing market. Let's read a little more. Today's El Paso disaster reads, this property was under remodeling and the owner stopped. We know for a fact that the electricity needs to be redone. The sheetrock was removed and at least 50% of the house. The kitchen was gutted out and the master bedroom as well. It still has very good things such as marble floors and stained glass. It also has quality chandeliers. Well, let's see if the price history is quality. Today's property has an estimated mid-range value of approximately $1.4 million if it was move-in ready. Our property's far from move-in ready. Buckle up and strap in. The property's at the top of its price range and not move-in ready. Strike one. It looks like we're doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. In the last bubble era, it was stuck on the market, listing removed at 1.7, and now we're stuck again. Let's see how it pencils out. If you were to give them today's asking price with a standard amount down at today's interest rate, your estimated cost to own would be approximately $11,000 a month to carry this property. If our property was move-in ready, you maybe would get around $9,000 a month in rents, not close to what it would cost to carry the property. And after factoring in all the remodel costs, our property is a long way off. Now let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. El Paso, Texas. You got problems. You got problems. Your problems are much bigger than real estate. This is politically charged now. Socially, politically, it's all jacked up out there. Like, let's just call it how it is. Like, excuse my grammar. I'm like now acting like one of my adult teenage kids. It is jacked up out there, Dad. It is jacked up in a big way. Who would want to live in that war zone? Open borders? This administration or the next administration better get a handle on some of these things that are threatening our nation right now. We were the superpower. Now we're the floundering power of the world. This is insane. All courtesy of a crisis. Not for the crisis. We're not talking today, at least not about the things that we have to talk about. Very big things. Like I've always said, the first step of getting past a problem, admit there's a problem. I'm pretty sure we looked at a problem today that's affecting the biggest asset class in the world. The U.S. housing market is the biggest asset class in the world, capable of taking the whole U.S. economy along for the ride, thrusting us into a deep cycle recession, potentially a depression cycle, which is knocking at the door. So anybody wanting to minimize the severity of the waters we're swimming in now, I have to politely disagree. I have to let you know, as somebody who's lived through a boom cycle and a bust cycle and risen from the ashes, and this time played it safe and urged many of my clients to do the same, that I'll put your needs before my own and earn your business later. That time is here. Be greedy when others are fearful. Fearful when others are greedy. Warren Buffett, owner of Berkshire Hathaway, his own words, not mine, then one of the most successful men in the world, well-rounded too. He's not flexing on social media. He care less. He could care less. He lives a modest lifestyle. Billionaire. He sold off got heavier in cash than he's ever been in his financial billionaire life during the crisis, during the greed. What do you think his plan is? His plan is to go back in when everybody's full of fear and panic. I'm pretty sure the footage I showed you today in El Paso, Texas, which is throw a dart at a metro map, you're hitting an area that's exhibiting similar, if not the same, or worse behavior. It's full of fear and panic. That's why it's time now to assemble your team and go kick some tires, shake some trees, and test some properties with an offer to test their level of motivation. Are they motivated or not? stuck on the market showing price reductions, the kiss of death, guess who's going to come along and expose you? Scott Walters. You better hope I'm not representing a buyer coming onto your property, because I ain't sugarcoating it. I'm going to be unapologetic. I'm going to call it like, oh, yeah, it's a great area. No, you're in trouble here, friend. You're in trouble here. I got an offer. It's not the offer you want to see, but it's an offer. If you ain't got any other offers, I'd strongly urge you to take a look at it and possibly accept it, because my buyer ain't falling in love with this place. I'm walking them down the street to the next one, and there's more coming. So there's no urgency here anymore. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life, understanding the waters we're swimming in now, shark infested, the biggest artificially created housing bubble ever produced in world history, couldn't sustain itself. Today, we took a look at a property that proved exactly that. I'm going to be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well, or simply reach out to ScottWaltersRealestate@gmail.com. We'll find you there. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.